Hello, true duelists. My name's Craig Fee, and welcome to the new card report. Fantastic news for fans of the new Horus cards that are coming out in Galactic Overlord, and terrible news for fans of the Horus cards from 2004's Soul of the Duelist, because Phantom Nightmare has revealed 2 new Horus cards for the new support, and it does not incorporate the Horus cards in any sort of way that were released prior to like 2023. Probably for the better in regards to competitive viability, but no less of a sin, make no mistake. So without further delay, on to the cards! What the fuck did I say? Like, Horus the Black Flame Deity is a new level 8 fire dragon monster with 3,000 attack and 1,800 defense. Yeah, that checks out. That adds up. I get it. New Horus has 2 effects, both of which are used in the hand. The first requires you to control a Horus monster and a copy of King Sarcophagus to use, and will let you reveal this card in your hand to send 1 card from your hand or field to the grave, to non-targeted send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. The second effect follows the new Horus trend of only activating if a Horus card other than a copy of this or a copy of King Sarcophagus is sent to the grave by card effect, and that will let you summon this out from your hand and then send all other monsters on the field to the graveyard. Hot damn, that is a pretty strong board wipe, isn't it? Non-targeting and non-destruction. But as with all the new Horus cards, it lacks the will. And by that I of course mean only the opponent gets to trigger it. You don't have any say in regards to activating that effect other than yes, but the opponent needs to ask you the question first. So you'll rarely be using it is what I'm getting at, because the threat of it will enforce the opponents to use other means to remove your cards. You know, like battle. Its one saving grace is, of course, that it looks so goddamn cool. That's going to be a pretty quarter century secret rare? I hate the name of that rarity. It's going to look real good sparkly. Not as cool as the original level 8 in my opinion, but it's still sick as hell nonetheless. And this is Yugioh. Our dragons should at least look cool. We only have 9,000 of them to appreciate. Hell, we just lost Saffira, god damn it, and I need something to help cope with that. On to our new Black Flame Deity. This Gaiety. It's not terrible. Its first effect can be pretty solid when going second, especially since every other Horus card from the new line will revive itself if you've got Sarcophagus on the field, and this needs Sarcophagus anyways, so that's not a problem. And it can punish the opponent if they cyclone a copy of your Sarcophagus, or something like that, since, again, King Sarcophagus is crucial to the strategy. But if they get rid of 1 Sarcophagus and you try to activate this, that means you'd need to have 2. And under what circumstances would that ever happen? Well, it might happen if you play the new field spell. That's right, Stone Wall of the Imperial Tombs, as it's currently being translated, is the deck's field spell, and the first effect it has treats it as King Sarcophagus while it's on the field. Hot damn, that's just what they needed. Literally, just more Sarcophagus. That's a key thing. It will also let you once per turn add a Horus monster from your deck to your hand, but you'll have to put a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck afterwards. And lastly, if you activate the effect of Horus the Black Flame Deity, you can draw a card. Now that draw effect isn't once per turn, but each of Horus's effects are, which means at most you'll be drawing 2 cards with it, and again, that's if your opponent lets you, since Horus's second effect needs the opponent to send a card from your field to the graveyard by card effect. So think of it as a nice way to get 1 draw when you use new Horus's effect to otherwise send a card from the field to the grave, because it sends 1, so you'll draw 1 to recuperate. Even if it's nothing fantabulous though, the other 2 effects are great. The one thing that every deck can use more of is consistency, and even if this isn't a +1, it is at least a way to get to your strategy. And it's half the damn strategy by itself, because it's King Sarcophagus. Every Horus monster we've received in these new waves has had an effect that needs you to control a King Sarcophagus to be playable, and hey look, it's another way to get King Sark, because it's King Sark. One that's searchable off terraforming no less, and any other way to search out a field spell. So yeah, this one, to speak only in the most professional of terms, is throated and goated. These 2 cards obviously do not fix the deck or make it meta, but they don't take away from it either. 2004 enthusiasts are, of course, malding and balding because they didn't incorporate the original Horus line in any way other than in name. But as a man whose favorite old school card is Horus level 8, there was really no way to do that. It's just the level monsters just suck. It's inherent to being a level monster. If you really need to cope, though, you can just take that new field spell, search out Horus level 6, and because all the new Horus monsters special summon themselves from the grave, if you've got, you know, your King Sarcophagus, use King Sarcophagus, send it to the grave, special it out, and tribute for Horus level 6. Bada boom, bada bing, you're missing the timing. Not actually, but you're probably not getting to the point where you get to destroy a monster by battle and summon level 8. That's what I'm getting to here. Other than that, it's solid, right? I mean, I don't think the new deity is going to be played too often, certainly not in decks that play the Horus cards as an engine as opposed to a dedicated Horus deck, but if nothing else, that extra field spell's pretty decent, right? I don't think you can complain about it. And at the very least, again, the new deity looks dope as fuck. What am I complaining about? Well, pretty much everything all the time, but I'm not going to complain that Horus deck no longer is, you know, meta or not. No, what I'm going to be complaining about is that the new Horus cards in general have made it so that referring to Horus level 8, as was commonly done before this, is now somewhat confusing and no longer refers to the king of the cards here as far as I'm concerned. And more than that, I'm still just pissed that Saffira's a goddamn human now. We have enough people already, Konami. We are severely lacking in dragons in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Oh, dragons are cool. You know what else is cool? That's right, the LIFD magnetic display. A sponsor of my channel and the true duelist-approved way to showcase all your favorite cards, like maybe the trio of your favorite old school cards that aren't quite good enough to be played but are still so damn cool to look at. Whether you want the 3-piece a la what's on my desk here or a single for one card, check it out, they've got options. And you can use my promo code YGOStrats15 to save yourself 15% discount and save money. That's the point I'm getting to. So thank you to LIFD for the sponsorship, and of course thank you for watching. Just covering some of the new cards in this week's video here, today's video, this video, cards new, hi, having a stroke, pardon me. The regular update will be out on Friday as usual. I'm not redoing that, fuck it, that's the take. Thank you, as always. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed it, because you'll be impressing your smoking Italian wife. You'll be a true goddamn duelist, and every once in a while, one of these idiots will come out on screen, and that's pretty groovy, isn't it? He has to sit. Actually no, he's got green on him, so half him gets keyed out. So that's whoops. No fixing that, is there? Fuck this. The video's done. Bye.